we're grinding for the brand new Shiny Shadow Pokémon, which means we're only going to be battling Cliff and Sierra. Cliff's got Larvitar and Sierra's got Murkrow, both of them amazing shinies, but unfortunately Arlo has Teddiursa. We've already had Teddiursa, I've completely finished up that line, including Ursaluna, so luckily that's one leader we get to avoid, but sadly he decided to show up on my balloon right here, so we're not going to be doing this balloon. But yeah, let's head out there and see if we can find any more of them. I think I saw some just a second ago when I put this thing up here, so yeah, I mean there's one right over there. We'll check them out and see if we can get some Cliff and Sierras. And it looks like we found our first Cliff of the video. I personally love Shiny Larvitar all the way through to Tyranitar, so these are going to be some good Shiny Shadows. And Cliff is down. Perfect. I don't have any egg space, so I shouldn't get a 12-kilometer egg from this. And quite frankly, I don't really want any 12-kilometer eggs right now. They didn't add anything new to them, no new shinies or anything like that. They're just the same old eggs. But what he has is new, and I would love to see it shiny on the first one of this video, so we did not, unfortunately. And this is a 355, so it's weather boosted. You want it to be in the 380s for a high level. Just so you're aware, Shadow Tyranitar is better than Mega Tyranitar, so if you get a really good Shadow one, you might not want to purify it. Unless you have one that could potentially be a Shundo, then maybe you want to consider it, just because, you know, it would be a Shundo. But in the end of the day, that's completely up to you. And next up, we've got a Sierra. Let's see what happens with this one. Again, we're not going to get any eggs from this stuff, but I don't really care in the end of the day. All I want to see is a purple Murkrow, or what we like to call the Perkrow, right here. No, that wasn't it. I really was hoping for a second. And for non-weather boosted, you want to be in like the 350s. I think that's a really good IV. I remember getting one that was like 349 that was really good, so I want to say it's like in the low 50s. And turns out Sierra was right next to the other Sierra. This one's purple though. No, it's not purple yet. The sun is in my eyes and my phone is very reflective, so I might be a little slow on the reaction. And now we're back to Cliffs, so that makes 2 Sierras and 2 Cliffs, but this one is going to be shiny. No, unfortunately not. 372 though, that's up there. Looks like instead of having partially cloudy weather, and we now have sunny weather, or maybe it was already sunny, but it was partially cloudy earlier in the day. Either way, boosted Larvitars, love them. And just so you can see, a 372 is really good. It's a 15, 10, 11. That's really good. And we're back at Sierra again. Please Murkrow on number 5. Nope, not this one. I'm a little bit worried that all my Shiny Shadow luck got burned up with the last time, because last time we did pretty good, but we're also like under 10N right now. That's including the balloons from yesterday as well, so we're definitely not at any high numbers at the moment, so there's a decent chance we might get it very soon. Shadow Machamp is an amazing Pokemon against Cliff. Like seriously, I just wiped out his entire team with a single Machamp with Cross Chop. But will I be rewarded for it? I will not. Well, yeah, and also not IV-wise as well. There was a chance we could have gotten something good, but we didn't. Come on, Murkrow with Aura. Oh man, I want to see it so bad. And something I completely forgot to mention to you guys is that Shadow Murkrow, or more specifically Shadow Honchkrow, is the number 2 of all Dark-type Pokemon. Though I don't think that includes Megas, but when it comes down to Shadow and normal Pokemon, you really want to get yourself a good Honchkrow, so these are also worth going for. It is definitely a very hot day. I'm purposely doing these clips in the shade so I don't have to squint the entire time, but I do love that these are weather boosted, but they're not shiny yet, unfortunately, and this one is not good. 341 is not what you want. Clifford, buddy, you were always my favorite, so please hook a brother up, but he didn't. Okay, 352 as well. All right, everybody, we're gonna have a small side note right here. As you can see, we've got Candela. I'm gonna battle her in the Great League because that Galarian Moltres in the front needs one more buddy heart to be best buddies, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hop in, we're gonna fight Candela, even though we're actually not gonna do that, because all you gotta do is go into the encounter, and immediately upon it saying go, then we're just gonna hit the run button and leave, and it still counts for the heart. And just like that, Galarian Moltres is now a best buddy. Love it. And now that we're done with the Moltres, we have all 3 Galarian birds as best buddies. I've wanted to do this for a long time, and these are the 3 that I caught on my own. No trading or anything like that. I specifically got these on my own, and it just feels real good. But now that we've done that, let's see if we can get ourselves another Galarian bird. Let's just pop the daily, see what happens. I have a little bit before I get to a spot full of stops, so maybe we'll get lucky and see one of them before our next leader. Though admittedly, we have 2 minutes until the balloon comes in, so we'll see what comes into that. And here's our balloon. Let's see what we get from it. It is a Cliff. We're gonna have to do it. I don't want to miss the spawns, but I'd rather get the Shiny Shadow. And Balloon Cliff gives us a not Shiny Shadow. Darn, but a 71's not bad. And immediately after the Cliff, we got a Galarian Zapdos. That's amazing. And the best part is, I kind of have a place to put you guys down, but I think I'm just gonna take the risk here because the camera is just really not supporting itself as of late. So we got an excellent curveball throw. The best we can do in this situation. 1, broke out immediately, and gone forever. Cool, well, we hit it with an excellent curveball throw, so nobody can say that we should have done this or that. We did what we could. Well, sadly, the daily's done. No more Galarian birds, but we did get to see a Zapdos, which is cool, you know? I haven't seen a Galarian bird in a little while now. And even though it ran, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, we have every single one of them, but I do want to get extra so I can trade them to my friends. But you know, a cool way to follow up that Galarian Zapdos is with the Shiny Shadow, so come on, Clifford. Well, I guess not. Fine, whatever. 335 as well. That's really bad. Perhaps Sierra will be nicer to us. Please, Sierra. I just need 2 of them, but I'm not gonna get none of them. I'm so hot right now that I'm just completely messing up my words. I apologize. I don't like being this way, but it is really hot. Definitely gonna have to get some water real soon. Feels like we're just going back and forth between the two, but Clifford still doesn't have the shine with him. And this one's also pretty bad. Well, it's not a Shiny Shadow, but it is a Shiny Grimer, and I'm always down with any shiny I can get my hands on. And we know for certain that this definitely isn't a Ditto. I mean, it would suck if it was, but I'm pretty sure they fixed that. But imagine getting a shiny and just having it turn into a Ditto. Funny story, that actually happened to people during the Montreal Safari Zone. When Shiny Yanma was first released, it was actually possible to have a Shiny Yanma turn into a Ditto. Luckily, that didn't happen to me, but I mean, I could only imagine. But let's see what happens here with this Grimer's IVs. Yeah, I mean, it has a 15 and something, so that's cool. Well, I accidentally clicked on this one while I was on a phone call, but obviously not a shiny, but I still wanted to count for our numbers. Luckily, I got another Sierra to check in front of you guys, and it doesn't matter anyways, because it's not shiny, but this one's better though. Definitely not complaining about this. Shiny Rufflet out of nowhere, though I think this might be a nest where I am, but it's also the only one I saw, so who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, doesn't matter. We got ourselves a Shiny Rufflet, which is such a cool thing to find. Knowing my luck, I don't expect the IVs to be very good, but who knows? Maybe it's here to surprise us and be amazing. No, definitely not. And it looks like we're back to Sierra. Come on, Sierra. No, oh man, no 2 shiny birds in one day. And we're back to Cliff. It doesn't matter though. He didn't bring anything good. Back to Sierra. No Murkrow and a 317. We have yet to see any good Murkrows whatsoever. Back to Cliff again. Come on, Cliff, please. No, fine, whatever. And this is gonna be the last leader I can do because unfortunately I have some stuff that came out of nowhere. But do we get a Murkrow? We do not. Ah, fine. I'll see you tomorrow. And now we're back on the grind. We've got ourselves a Clifford here. At least I believe this was a Cliff. Anyways, we'll see if it's a Shiny Shadow. It is not, unfortunately. I went out to get some breakfast with some friends earlier. I did 2 balloons and 1 leader. Sadly, nothing yet, but I'm feeling it. Today's the day. We're getting a Shiny Shadow, and I feel like we're gonna have a lot of targets. So to save some time, I'm gonna show you a lot of them, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on them. Next up, we got Sierra. Come on, Sierra. Murkrow. No, it's not Murkrow. I can't even say it correctly. Doesn't matter. And back to Clifford. Come on, Cliff. Green. Well, green-er with a purple belly. Clifford, please. Come on, Cliff, buddy, I need 3 of these. Well, I want 3 of them so I can complete the set. Back to Sierra. Come on, Murkrow, please. 2 Sierras, but apparently I can't click on the encounter screen, so that's exciting. We've reloaded the game. We're back at the stop. I think we'll just get the encounter, and it's not shiny anyways. And it's weather boosted, so I have no idea if this is good or not. Wonderful. 3 Sierras in a row, and it doesn't matter at all, but this one's way better than the last one. 4 Sierras in a row. This is the one, though. And now we're back to Clifford. Come on, Cliff, please, buddy. And now that we don't have a weather boost anymore, I don't remember what I'm looking for. I only specifically really knew the weather boosted one. Oh well, we'll deal with it. Clifford is right here and doesn't have a shiny with him. And here's our 3rd Clifford in a row. Come on, Cliff, please, please, Clifford. This one is way worse. Sierra brings the purple. Oh, she did this time, yes! Downside is, it's not very good. It's a 526, and also you have, notice this, when it jumps, his wings disappear. That's kind of weird, but I am very happy. We got ourselves a shiny Murkrow, and it is a male, which is kind of cool. The way you can tell is by the plumage on the top of its head. If it has a big old looking hat, then it's a male, and if it has a smaller hat, it's a female. But very glad we got this one. But again, it's not good. 526, this is probably gonna be really down there, but I just don't care. I mean, we got our first Shiny Shadow with the new rotation, and it looks beautiful, so that's actually not half bad. It is a 699, I wanna say. Nice. And it only took us 22 Murkrows in order to finally get the Shiny Shadow. That's really good. The odd is believed to be about a 1 in 64 to 1 in 75 odd chance of happening, so if we got this one in the first 22, that's really great. Hopefully the next one will be just a couple more and we can just be done with this set. But let's see if we can get back to back with this Cliff right here. Come on! No back-to-back Shiny Shadows. Perfectly fine though. If we don't get another one today, it is what it is, but hopefully we'll get to see a Larvitar. And now we're back to Sierra. Come on, Sierra, give us the last one we need right here. No 2 in a row from Sierra. That would have been amazing if we got the entire family done in 23 liters. And yet another Sierra here. Come on, Sierra. Nope, not on this one in a 515. Cliff yet again. Nope, not here in a 196. That's bad. Another Cliff. Still doesn't have a shiny though. 202. Cliff number 3. Let's see what happens. Nope, not 3 in a row. 4 Cliffs in a row, please. Nope. Man, Cliff is making me work for it today. 5 Cliffs in a row, and it still doesn't matter. We'll say that 225 was pretty decent though. I think it was like a 13, 13, 11, so pretty decent. And now we're back to Sierra. Let's see if it happens though. It does not with this one. And a 541. Sierra, let's see it. Not purple, and a 537. And another Sierra. Not purple on this one. 527. A lot of Sierras over here, but I'm not complaining because we only need 1 one more, but that's not it. And they're all ending in 7s. And believe it or not, we have another Sierra, but this time it's purple. Yes, we've completed the set. We're done. 543 CP. That's an okay CP. You know, it's nothing too crazy. I imagine it's like in the, I want to say 60s is where the hundo is, but I could be very wrong about that. But in the end of the day, doesn't matter. We have finished the set. Now let's take a look at this thing. 543 is, yeah, it's 2-star. It's fine. We got an 11, 8, 12, I want to say. But that's perfectly fine, because now all we got to do is get ourselves some Larvitars. And it only took 29 Murkrow encounters to get the 2 I needed. That is insane. I'm pretty sure Larvitar is going to be way worse, but on the upside, at least it's the only thing we have to go for. And speaking of Larvitar, we have 2 cliffs literally right here next to the Sierra. Here's the first cliff in this little duo. It's not a shiny, but that's fine. 187 as well, not the best. And here's the second one. Not shiny. Okay, cool. 211. I have a feeling that Larvitar is going to be like Bagon was. It took me about 100 Bagons before I got my first shiny one, so hopefully that's not how this is going to go. Got another cliff here. It's not a Shiny Shadow and a 342. Oh, we're back to Big Weather Boosted. That's cool. Yet another cliff. He does not have a shiny. 332. Cliff, I just want to see one. That's not it, though. 369. Nice. Well, would you look at this? We've got ourselves 2 more cliffs right next to each other. Love that. Cliff number 1 gives us a non-Shiny Shadow and a 346. And here's the second cliff. Come on, please, Shiny Shadow. Nope, unfortunately not, but at 351. Getting close to the end here. I'm getting really tired, but let's see this one. It's still not shiny at a 64. And this cliff right here is potentially the last one, unless one comes in at the 9 p.m. balloon, but I doubt it. This one is not shiny, unfortunately, in the 214, so we've lost the weather boost again. Well, even though Larvitar doesn't like us very much, clearly these Murkrows did, and we're obviously gonna have to evolve the better one of the 2, so let's turn this one into a Honchkrow. And I'm personally happy that we got the male of this thing, mostly because that the male has the bigger hat. It just looks better in my opinion. Some females look better in Pokemon Go, but I will say when it comes down to Murkrow, it looks better. But obviously when it comes down to things like Salandit or Combee, you want the female because those are the rarer ones, but there we go. Look at that. Looks really awesome. And for some reason it's glitched and he's flying in the sky. That's exciting. Let's click on him again, and there it is. All right, 955. Looks amazing. Oh, love it. And with that evolution, this is going to be the end of the video. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest you check out this video right over here. But with that being said, I hope to see you in the next one.